Hey Dr. Ferrer, this is Logan, and I'm just going to be running through the lab stuff because I did not do it in class on Monday. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do pulse rate, radial and ulnar pulse. So I'm going to take my patient's hand. I'm going to go and remove your watch if that's okay. We're going to go to the radial side, about 3 inches down, 3 fingers. There we go. And get a running clock started.
Yeah. You need a stopwatch?
Just let it run. There we go. I'll take the pulse for 30 seconds. So I got 34 beats in 30 seconds, so that would be 68 in a minute. And do the same thing on the ulnar side. So it should be a lot fainter. Can you flex your wrist like that? Yeah, you can relax. There it goes. I got 34 again, so 68 beats per minute. Quality was good on both of them, very pronounced. We're going to do the carotid pulse next. So we're going to oscillate for the carotid pulse, listening for any bruits or abnormalities, and then we'll palpate for the carotid pulse and then assess from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this stethoscope and be holding it to your throat near the carotid artery, and I'm just going to need you to hold your breath when I say so I can listen for the quality of the pulse and define the pulse, and then I'll palpate for it, if that's okay. Try to warm this up a little bit.
There's a mosquito in here, so that's why
Okay. Breathe normally. Alright, can you hold your breath? So the pulse sounds normal, so we're going to then palpate for the carotid pulse in the carotid artery and assess from there. All right, so can you lean your head towards me?
in the way of the camera.
All right. Got 34 again. Patients got a very consistent pulse. And the quality was very pronounced, very good. All right, so what I'm gonna have next is I'm gonna have the patient do the find the pulse in the different arteries in the feet. So can you prop your foot up onto that for me? And bend your knee. Have your foot flat onto the thing.
I got mosquito bites everywhere. Can we just hold it?
Yeah, can you hold it? Alright, so can you lift your big toe up? Alright, there we go. You can relax. Try not to press down too hard. There it is. Crap, lost it. Can you extend your foot for me? Try to do it this way. Lift your big toe.
I can't lift just my big toe out. Oh, there it is.
Try not to press down too hard. Oh, I had it for a minute.
Bet it would have been 34.
Oh, I found it. Got 27. Getting relaxed.
I'm comfy. Kicking my feet up.
Which will put me at 64. Then the posterior tib pulse, so it's gonna be right inside the medial malleolus. I'm gonna have the patient bend her foot up like this. Find the medial
There's
malleolus.
that mosquito bite.
Yeah. 2. I did the math wrong on that one, but both those pulses were fairly faint. Kind of see the block. Yep. So next we're going to move on to calculating maximum exercise heart rate. So what is your max? How tall are you, or how old are you? You're 24.
Yeah.
Your max heart rate estimate is 196. What's your resting heart rate?
62.
62. So to do the math correctly, it would be 196 minus 62. That would be times, you want to go for, say, 80%, then adding the resting heart rate back to get an accurate target heart rate, which would be 134 times 0.8 plus 53, and I'm sure we can do the math for that at some point. And that's how we calculate target heart rate max using the Cavonen's formula. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do apical and radial pulse. So I'm gonna, with the patient's permission, use my stethoscope to find the apical pulse. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go up to right around your rib area. Is that alright?
Yep.
Alright. Do you mind lifting your shirt to where you're comfortable? Alright, so right there.
Sorry.
So I got 33 beats per minute at the apical, or 33 per 30 seconds, so 66 beats per minute. And then
Super athlete.
then we'll do radial pulse one more time.
Yeah. I'm asleep.
I don't remember when I started. Get to 36.
34, yeah.
34. Which would put me at 68, which is a 2.2 pulse deficit, which is within normal means. So next we're going to do blood pressure. So I'm going to use this on the last one we got.
This is it.
Yeah. All right, so you can hold on to your left arm.
Roll up my sleeve.
Show me the gun. Hey, dog, you can't play with that. There we go. This is mine.
I think it's yours, don't you?
Just stay relaxed. All right, so I got 118/70, which is within the healthy range.
Are you gonna deflate it?
Yeah, I'm going to deflate it for my patient. And then I don't know if we need to do this sitting or supine and standing. We didn't do this in lab. We can pump that thing back up and do Valsalva and then make you stand up real fast and make you pass out. And we could do it at the end of exercise, but we're not going to do that. For what we'd be expecting if she was sitting, it'd be close to a resting blood pressure, or just slightly above resting. If she went to supine, her blood pressure would decrease. If she was standing, blood pressure would increase because she has to get blood to her brain. Orthostatic hypotension, as soon as she stood up, we would expect it to drop if that was an issue for her. Drop greater than 20 in systolic and greater than 10 in dystolic would be considered pathological and would be considered orthostatic hypertension if she had occurred while I was standing up. And then sitting with Valsalva, the abdominal bracing, we would expect her blood pressure to spike momentarily during the bracing maneuver. And then at the end of 3 and 5 minute exercise, we would also expect blood pressure to go up because of the need to push blood to the working extremities for the pump. So I believe that was everything. Thank you so much, and I will see you Monday in class.